Oh, welcome into Scouting Synopsis. I got to tell you what, all of my lineups were dead before they even had a chance last night. That rotation shenanigans were so real. The DMP Lords were not happy with us. I don't know what we did to piss them off, but they were not stoked. Whew. But hey, the MLS, they don't care about international breaks. They don't care about back-to-back games. So we're back at it again. There was games last night. There's games again in 2 days. There's a lock tomorrow morning. There's red cards, there's yellow cards, there's all sorts of nonsense. But whatever, we're gonna get through it all. We're gonna get through last night, the weekend. I don't know. I don't really know what's gonna happen, but we're here for a good time. Alex ATG Sorare with me as always. How you doing, buddy?
I am extremely mad at a lot of people for not playing football last night, which is their job. But you know what? We moved past it. We got a nice weekend coming up ahead.
Yeah.
This is probably the most double A and triple A pick scores I've had in my Sorare data in a long time, which is
Ho.
very promising, which means I'm probably not going to win
There you
anything.
go. Yeah, and on top of that, not only did we get a bunch of rotation shenanigans, so some people are safe. It is the last game week before the All-Star break, and more importantly, the Leagues Cup break. So MLS taking a break. This is the last chance at glory before. You know what? Who knows? Because So Rare hates the MLS apparently, or something like that. I don't know. I didn't say that. What? Shout
Whoa.
out to JVic, favorite YouTube channel. I appreciate you. You're gonna make me blush in front of all these people. How dare you? Service to air missile. Good afternoon, Jay Blaze. Drive safe. What are you doing? Get off your phone. Dia in here as always. Miguel, dear Lord, and yes, Benteke is back. He scored with his feet, not even his head. That's how you know he's back.
You ever been Teke? Because I know me
I
and Chris bought in.
I do. He was in a dead lineup, just like all the other smashers that I have. I
He
don't even
was
want to
in
think about it.
a 240 that Dewan Jones DNP'd in. So, and it also had loot in it too. So like I would have been sitting pretty. That is fine. That was how everybody's lineups were.
Yeah, it was just rough. I feel like nobody had a good time. Basically, if you had 5 starters, you had a good time. And apparently, I can't do that. And I'm hosting the show. That's incredible. It's incredible. JVic in here. Is that a 1 of 1,000 Messi low special edition card in the background?
You
Ho.
didn't even touch on our special guest.
Oh, hey, you know what? He's just there. He don't need no introduction. He's back there. He knows what he's doing. He's giving me a little back massage, well, so we can get the show rolling. You know what it is. No, it's not the 1 of 1,000. It's the 2 of 1,000. They didn't
Wait, can you
implement
fist
the
bump
one.
him from here, like as he's doing the fist bump?
It's a
Boom.
lot further back there than it seems. It's back there. Whatever. Fist bumps for Messi. Ugh. I say it all the time. I'd be more stoked if Messi was here if he didn't go to that dumb team that he went to. But yeah, we're gonna get into the weekend. But let's you want to quickly review, and I don't want to spend too much time on it, but there were some things that happened last night that we kind of got to touch on.
Yep.
So we'll try to run through it as quick as possible, which is kind of hard with us sometimes. But hey, you know what? We'll figure it out. We'll get through last night. And yeah, and then we'll look on to the weekend. So real quick, Alex, right here, is there any game that you want to touch on first? Is there anything that you want to hit? Anything that stood out to you that you're like, dang, we got to talk about this?
I think we got to talk about going from almost never getting a clean sheet ever in his life to throwing up a 95 against the best team, one of the best teams in the league, Chris Brady, somehow keeping a clean sheet against the marquee team at home, Cincinnati.
Dude, Cincinnati are the marquee team. There was questions about Acosta. Obviously, he didn't play this game, and if there's no Lucho, there's no party. It's really, really rough. Cincinnati again dealing with terrible injuries in the back. On top of that, another one of their center backs, Powell, just decided to fight everybody on the Chicago Fire team. So that's a thing. So no, they're missing even more people in that back line. We've had questions about Cincinnati. They might be in a hole that they can't dig out of. I don't know. What do you think about Cincinnati after this loss?
Here's the thing: they didn't have their best player, so it's like, and he's like, what makes it happen on the attack. If he's playing, I'm sure we probably would have seen a different outcome. Um, but yeah, when you miss your MVP, it's gonna be a factor. You have to remember they're also missing some defenders. Their two of their 3 starting center backs are gone. One with international duty, one's out for the season. And yeah, I mean they're relying on Kubo up top with no service to sort of make things happen.
Oriano tried his best, man. He did
Yep.
try his best.
And I will say I didn't like make the comprehensive thing of my picks, but I do have my picks pulled up, and one of them was Oriano, and he banged a 70. So that's pretty decent, I would say. Good
Let's
start.
go. Assad keeps cooking too. Ian Murphy,
Yes.
we shouted him out. He's last man standing back there. But yeah, shout out to Chicago for getting another result.
Yep.
Look at him go. Look at him
And that
go. Dia, we'll talk about Angulo.
yeah, and Chris Brady. There goes your 2 big games for him.
Yeah.
That is it.
That's about as good as it's gonna get for you. And I know dang well you didn't think twice about playing him against Cincinnati, so that is rough. Those
Yeah,
those are the scenes you hate to see. But yeah,
exactly.
rest in
Only
peace, Cincinnati.
only reason you're playing him is if you had a U-23 and you're like, yeah, damn, this is a throwaway now. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure
for
his
sure.
price shot up too because of that. I know it shot up because the last clean sheet. There's probably even more.
So yeah, Cincinnati will be fine in the long run, I think, towards the end of the season. But if things stay like this, you could kiss that supporter shield goodbye.
Yep.
So R.I.P. Cincinnati.
Rest in peace.
Let's see. I guess we got to talk about this. Everyone's going to talk about it, so we got to talk about it. We had Kevin Sullivan sighting at the very end. Philadelphia Union, they decided they wanted to tribute a 14-year-old player, so they said, "Hey, we're actually going to play soccer today." Look at them go. Granted, it's against the
Yep.
New England, who is still hurt, but Philadelphia Union finally showing up. Those Kai Wagners are finally showing up, and Ty Baribo hat trick. I've been mentioning Ty Baribo since Carranza went out, and look at him now. Look at him
Yep.
go. Well,
Yeah. Baribo, insane. Wagner, he was getting cheap. We knew the scores were going to come back eventually. And if you guys were Kai Wagner owners last season, this is when he had a slow run to start the season and then turned it up as Leagues Cup started, through Leagues Cup and after Leagues Cup, literally continued his form. So I think we'll be seeing a lot of that, especially with Baribo starting to get involved on those corners. And yeah, I'm excited for Wagner. And yeah, Calvin Sullivan, when mint, Sorare. And Matt, I
hey,
bet
he played minutes.
we're gonna get a Kevin Sullivan mint before we get Gabriel Peck. It's a guarantee. The first edition Kevin Sullivans are coming soon.
I If that happens, man, I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you, man. The words will be flying if we get a Kevin Sullivan before we
Yeah.
get a Gabriel Peck.
Did you actually get to watch him play, Sullivan? Did you watch this game at all?
I watched a little bit of him when he subbed in. He just went out there. He
Yeah.
was a small little butterfly just flying around that pitch, getting into it. And
Yep.
like he had one good strike when I was like, dang,
Yeah.
like there is some power behind that foot.
Yep.
Like you could see it in the few minutes that he did get.
Yep.
Like,
He looked really confident, which is kind of crazy for
yeah.
youngest player of all time. In just North American sports in general, which is a crazy stat. Yeah. Do you think we see him at all at the rest like for the rest of the year? I don't think he'll be in Leagues Cup, but I can see him like getting called up and being with his team a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but like at the same time, and here's the thing, it's cool, whatever, 14-year-old kid broke Freddie Adu's record, awesome. But like the kid's 14, let him be. Like, take all this pressure off him. Just let him go out and ball if he wants to. But like, I don't know, it's a little weird, like the amount
Yeah.
of noise and amount of like spotlight that this 14-year-old kid is getting. Like, I get it, but like, you know,
He's good though. He's good.
yeah. Ahmed, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, no, it was awesome to see. But yeah, Philadelphia Union coming back from the dead. Granted, be it New England, it was a matter of time before they came good. But yeah,
Yep.
congratulations to the Philadelphia Union.
And we're still wait. I know we'll probably talk about it when we do the preview. We're still waiting on Heel. Probably not this weekend, is what Porter said. Which is sad.
Yes. I did see a tweet out there that he basically said that it wasn't looking good at getting new guys in this weekend. Like, there's no point. There's one game before Leagues Cup. They're about to have a month off. I doubt New England's going to go far in Leagues Cup anyway. So hey, just get to the break, take a couple weeks off, come back, get healthy.
What if they pry a Leagues Cup? What if they pry a Leagues Cup and they win it?
That would be awesome. I mean, if Nashville got to the final and we saw how Nashville was and has been
that's
and
different
is,
though. That's different. That was last year, Nashville.
yeah,
That was like Surridge coming in and like coming off the bench and scoring. Nashville.
Yeah, but they weren't good before Leagues Cup. They got hot for Leagues Cup, and then they weren't good after Leagues Cup. And now,
but they had potential.
Lord.
They had they had stars that were healthy, like Zimmerman.
That's fair. Yeah. They don't have them now.
But that's when Panico was playing some very questionable keeper.
But that old Pinocchio loves to save penalties. I'll tell you what. We'll run through a couple of these real quick. Columbus Crew 1-1 tie with Charlotte FC. We got to talk about this. Look, we didn't think that Charlotte was going to go and necessarily blow the doors off Columbus in Columbus, but they hung on. And the only goal that they got was Malanda just whiffing on a ball, trying to play it out of the back. And Cucho did what Cucho does. So they really, like, they played well.
This was a really fun game to watch. After the delay, like if you come back and watch this, it was end to end basically the whole time. It was a really fun game to watch. And Charlotte genuinely were probably the team that was going to win this game out of both teams. After that weather delay, they looked really good. I will say, Cucho, still best card in the MLS in my opinion. Still getting it done. But yeah, I mean, Charlotte withstood a lot in the first half and just gave it back in the second half to him. Arfson, his price is high now. It's crazy how high his price is. And Admonson gets second start in a row. I know people were mad. They thought Triberco was just going to rotate back in. But yeah, we'll say Abada is now gone. That was announced that he would leave after this game.
Yep.
Which makes me think we're probably going to see. You think Pedro flips over to that side? What do you think?
Maybe. Karol Swiderski's also roaming
yeah.
around the Charlotte grounds too.
I thought they were holding him for Leagues Cup. Are they waiting for?
I mean, who
We'll see.
knows? Who
We'll see.
knows? Who knows? But he's floating around there too.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. But hey, congratulations to Charlotte, who yeah, dude, they're getting it done.
They didn't lose.
They didn't lose in Columbus, which is hard to do. Yeah, Melendez, dude, 2 negative sides. And on top of that, he almost conceded a penalty. It was an almost handball. It was controversial. VAR had to get involved. So
Yep.
if it wasn't just whiffing on a ball, it was coming. I don't know.
He's lowering that cap for us. He's lowering the cap. That's what he's doing. He wants cap modes. Yeah. They've got a good matchup too that we'll get to.
Oh, chances of Hagen keeping a clean sheet against Atlanta. Is that in Atlanta?
Yes. I think that's a decent chance. I mean, Columbus has been really good defensively, whoever they've been rotating in, and Hagen looked good last game. He looked good when he was playing for Guatemala besides Argentina, but no one looks good against Argentina. But yeah, I mean, he's got probably one of the higher chances out of anybody in the league. I think the number one it might be Melia. Melia might have the number one chance for a clean sheet, which is kind of crazy.
Hey, okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll get into that.
That's just stats. I'm not pulling that out of anywhere. That's like actually statistically the number one.
Oh, all right. Show me the facts, brother.
I'm pulling.
Does Shambos play this weekend? I don't
Probably
think
not.
so.
I don't. He's 30% according 50% according to Deke. But
yeah, shout out to Deke, smartest person in the world.
Literally. I mean, realistically, he goes here.
Yeah.
Into this spot, and Matan goes to the bench. But I can see him dropping back.
I almost see like Aziel Jackson having a better chance to start than Shambos does.
Yes, I agree.
But either way, like just rule of thumb, just like off the top, like I wouldn't play him until you see them either crack the 18 or just get in there, start to get some minutes. Because you just don't know. Like they've been with the teams for a while. I know I was watching something with Tom that Tom Bogart was doing. Shambos has been around, all the guys that Houston brought in. Like they've been with the team for a little bit. So like they have a little bit of, run with their teams. It's just a matter of what the coach wants to do. So yeah, until you see him.
That is usually the rule of thumb. I do have a Shambos too because I have Cucho and then I have the defensive stack for Columbus and the midfielders, what they're missing.
Yeah.
Now that Arfson's playing well, now I don't have to buy Rossi. Rossi's like $30. I'm not going to pay $30 for Rossi. Shambos is going to be a really good option whenever he comes in, but you got to remember, wait till they play. That's how it's going to be with every transfer. There's about to be some stuff happening. The transfer window opened up today.
But that's the thing too. Like if you look at it and like from last night, Ramirez has been on fire. Arfson's been on fire. Zawadzki filled in. Like he's no Aiden Morris, but he's done really well in the center. Like Mo Farsi's like they've all been. So like who do you bench? Like you have depth, which is great, especially for the season that they've been having, making the CONCACAF final and everything. But
I think
who do you take out right now?
It's Ramirez. He's been good off the bench. He doesn't need to start for him to be good. And he's not a starter that's getting demoted. He has been on the bench. He's coming in to fill the role. Because there's been who was back there? Who was it, Cam, that he's now starting? I guess it was just him and Matan rotating, really.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So now they have someone to stay in that position. This could mean we start to see Rossi get pulled sometimes. He's going to start no matter what. Rossi and Kucha are usually 100% safe starters unless otherwise. But we could start seeing maybe Rossi get subbed off early for the Matan Ramirez threat towards the end.
Maybe it'll be really interesting. Dude, Columbus is stacked. Like basically they're just stacked, and we've been saying it with Nante, the academy kids. Like it's just what you just take one out, you put the other one in, and it's like nothing happened. You didn't even notice it, which is a great problem to have. Great problem to have. And yeah, Miguel says Karol should be available this weekend. So yeah, that's another one though. It'll be interesting to see what Charlotte does with him. But with Abada leaving, it kind of opens that door too. So
that is what Trippin said. He did say he'd be available.
Is it cool.
but just unknown if he'll play.
Yeah. Whether he does or not. Let's run through another one of these. Miami hosting
Ooh.
Toronto
How did
3-1.
how did Frey do? I actually didn't see.
Frey did good, and I gotta tell you, the score line doesn't really tell you how this game was because like the first 45, Toronto had Inter Miami pinned back. They looked incredible. Frey had a little bit of sneaker, but he was getting up. He was getting up into the box, creating some dangerous things, but it just didn't happen. And then in the second half, Inter Miami just took over. Toronto fell apart. Toronto, they have Osorio back, Larea. This team looks completely different with those pieces in. They had a little bit more confidence going forward.
Especially late.
Yeah. So I'm kind of buying low on this Toronto team. I know it's been rough, but there are some good pieces here. Yeah. Miami keeps rolling with or without the boys. Everybody was back. Luis Suarez is on the bench. So came off for 30 minutes. So
Redondo, huge.
Yeah.
100.
Huge game from Redondo too.
Yep. And it'll just be interesting to see what Toronto, because 4-4-2 is a formation I don't think we've seen from them all season. It's different. It's definitely new.
And Kerr missed big chances too. So the scoreline could have been completely different too.
Bernadeschi put one on a platter and he missed it. Yeah.
Not even my team, and I was screaming at the TV. That's what Sorare is doing to me, having me screaming at the TV for a stupid Toronto match. But something to think about going forward. Something to think about. Oh, speaking of, I had it pulled up. It's like he knew. Big dog Logan Farrington on the thumbnail. I had to do it for you, Daniel. Huge. It was the only time we could do it all season. On Dollar Glizzy Night, even better. I am so jealous of that Dollar Glizzy Night. I am not gonna lie.
Should we do a Sits road trip to Dallas and just
maybe
do a Dollar Glizzy Night challenge with
how like far in advance do they announce Dollar Glizzy Night? Because we might have to do a Sorare in the States meetup at Dollar Glizzy Night in Dallas. Just saying.
Maybe it's the week that maybe we gotta maybe we go down there for decision day and just eat glizzies and have 8 TVs pulled up with all the games.
Absolutely. But I had to bring a shout. Copa Tejas is going to Dallas. They took care of business in Austin. Musa fighting people. Farrington getting it done. You love to see it. They're starting to find some form finally.
Paul
Areola, my guy. And this is all without Jesus Ferreira too. So all you gotta do is fire your coach, move some things around, and all of a sudden you have Farrington doing Farrington things. So congratulations to Copa Tejas and FC Dallas. Just had to touch on that real quick. Same thing, just because someone brought up, you want to talk about Angulo. Angulo has been a beast, dear Lord. Not gonna lie. If I said I've never talked smack about Angulo for about a year and a half, maybe or so, but he has finally turned it on. Ojeda still in the starting lineup, continuing to put up assists. He should have had another assist. They should get assists on own goals. Just saying.
Nah.
Thank you.
Actually, yes, Gould would have had an assist. Yep, please change that.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Mule, for that wonderful ball into the back of the net. But
also,
dude,
Ramiro Enrique is just taking Muriel's spot from him.
Dude, who needs Muriel, man? Who needs Muriel when you have Ramiro Enrique? You love it. That's 3 games, 3 goals in the starting lineup.
Did you podium with this Orlando stack? Surely, right?
Of course not. Of course not. Look at that. Look at that Faku 35, bro. What are you going to podium with that Faku 35?
I will say, shout out Dagger Dan getting a contract extension today. That is
Dagger Dan's amazing.
Very
I
nice.
literally tweeted before the game started. I tweeted out that I couldn't wait to see Dagger Dan versus Jacob Schaffelberg, and they almost fist fought like twice. They were both taking each other down, going in for nasty tackles. It was a great battle. Big fan of those 2 young players. But Orlando City, we're massive, dude. We're back. Orlando City's finally back. We're huge.
Congrats. I wish my team was back.
Sean. Welcome. Hey, you guys won some games, maybe.
We got Open Cup, and we have a big game this weekend. Everybody, if you don't have a game that you're watching, genuinely, St. Louis versus Kansas City is always a super fun game. So tune in.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with some nice nearby rivalries. I did want to touch. What else did I want to touch on? Let's go. Yeah, Red Bull Montreal 2-2. Yeah, just about as gross as you think it's gonna get. Atlanta United.
Oh my God, pull it up.
Lord.
Pull up the chart.
Atlanta United was up 2-0. They were up 2-0 in this game. Atlanta United finally thought, they were like, hey, we have a breath of fresh air. But NYCFC, Santi Rodriguez killed us all. Literally, if you're playing MLS, you have a Santi.
Look off the bench. Show the chart. You got to show the chart.
Oh, no. Is there really? I haven't looked.
I sent it in the screenshot, Joy, on the Discord.
Oh, no.
No, show the score chart as well. That just shows you. He's so good. Like, the fact they don't use him is kind of crazy.
If he was good, he'd be starting, dude. But we've been saying that for 2 years, and it just has not happened.
How many years U23 does he have left?
Another year, 2 years.
2 years.
Oh man, are we really degenning into Tyus Magno right now?
Don't degen into Tyus
Have we not
Magno.
learned anything?
It's
Have
not.
we
He's
not learned
good.
anything?
He's been good forever. They just will never give him a shot. They gave him a shot this game, but still, yeah. Santi, can I pull up my lineup that got absolutely
Yeah, sure. Everybody
crucified?
can. That Freeze Matthew coming in clutch. He is
Freeze
the goat.
Matthew is huge. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting some serious Freeze Matthew FOMO because I don't have one.
I need to get a Freeze Matthew, actual Freeze Matthew, but he got me a reward. Still Gould. Yeah, I'm still pissed about this, but I may have hit it. That's how mad I was. Which one was it? This one, All Star. Yeah, look at this. Like, this is like the two guys who were unexpected DMPs.
Oh, that hurts too.
And I got double decisive from Paint still. I got one from Rusnak, clean sheet. And then the two center backs both scored 90 for Seattle that were in. And Reagan got 100. And so, like, literally one of these guys starts and I probably get a reward because Yamar with the clean sheet probably gets me a reward. Santi, yeah. I was extremely mad about this. Literally just slide one of these guys into the 270 and I win something too. I was mad about everything.
Dear Lord. That hurts. I'm sorry, buddy.
That was everybody though, so it can't.
But hey, at least Bakar got a goal.
Also,
another goal.
Huge Brooks Lennon game. His price has been dropping and dropping. We know he got the air led too, I think. Or no, did he concede the penalty? I forget what it was.
Yes, he did. Look at that.
Bakar,
look at Bakar, dude.
Bakar tried a bicycle kick against in like the 80th minute when they were down 2-1, and he put it miles wide.
Yeah, 51 with a negative decisive too. 36 AA. What could have been? I know. I looked before. He was at like 70, 75, something like that. And I was sitting pretty. I was stoked. Had him in my rare lineup, and all of a sudden,
did I have anybody?
Yikes!
No, I did not. No, thank God.
But yeah, it is what it is. You love to see it. Jay Blaze, look, man, we have some revenge after that last game because that was just awful. Y'all took it to us, so payback is on its way, Jay Blaze. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay.
Whoa.
After that, you guys killed Mason. Okay, you guys took him out. Granted, it was a 1-for-1 trade-off, whatever. But still, you're gonna get what's coming.
They did kill Mason pretty. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
They killed Mason. All right, they killed Mason. DC United beat Minnesota United. The slide continues. DC United got a win. Benteke. Well, I guess we got to show it, huh? Real quick.
Shouldn't the real score have been 3-3? The Make-A-Wish kid scored at the beginning. Do we not count that?
That's true.
We don't count that. That's messed up. DC United concede the goal. It's messed up.
Yeah. But hey, Benteke, 3 decisives.
How many big chances missed and how many duels? But we always got to check on that.
No big chances missed.
He's literally a new man. And then 18 duels.
18 duels won.
All aerial.
All aerial. You love to see it. Benteke finally doing Benteke things. Aaron Herrera finally showing up too.
Yep.
And Christian Dahome keeps on producing. You love to see it.
And Lude. We all of us became back on the Lude train about 2 episodes ago, and it's paying off.
Yep. And what did we say when Oluse came back? And as soon as he comes back, first game back, scores a goal. Granted that 60.
But look who's also scored off the bench. It's going to be interesting to see who they start.
Hey, this team, the way things have been going, if they have competition, they have 2 number 9s that are producing and pushing each other. They're only going to be better for it. So maybe we'll see it. Get your loads, but until then, yeah, it's going to be rough. Does Brooks Lennon take sets?
Yes, corners and free kicks. Yeah, he takes both. He didn't have free kicks, but then Almada left, and now he has free kicks too. So
yeah. And I didn't bring it up, but Saba. It's Saba time. I kind of teased it. No, everybody laughed at me, but someone's got to do something on this team. At least try to do something, and Saba showed up. So it's Saba time.
Yeah, that was pretty massive.
Go. Houston Dynamo going to San Jose, getting the 1-0 win. You love to see it. Houston is massive. They got big pieces coming in, and they're going to be fun towards the end of the season. Seattle Sounders at home, taking care of business as they should against St. Louis City, 2-0. You love to see it. Sporting KC losing to Vancouver Whitecaps. Give me the quick rundown real quick, so I know we got to talk about them.
I will say this. Second half was one of the better halves that we've had this season. Agata scored, who I did have on my picks list, which is sick. Volader had the most decisives in a game with only scoring a 60. And yeah, it was
That's
entertaining.
wild.
It was an entertaining second half. Takaoka made probably the save of the week
That's
against
production.
Shallowy. Yeah, Shallowy, big game AA wise. In first half, he looked atrocious. In the second half, he finally turned it up, made him look like his old Shallowy maybe coming back. And Tommy done what he does all year and just providing a spark in our attack, but then skying a free kick in the 92nd minute when it was like 20 yards out. So it's a game we probably should have drawn. We just didn't mark back post on a cross from Berhalter, and Pico headed it in. But yeah, besides that, everybody played a very good second half. And yeah, Gould got a decisive robbed. I'm sorry. I was also a victim of that. I know a lot of people were very upset about that, and you're not alone. I was extremely upset too. It was disappointing.
Dude, VAR, man. I feel like that's been the theme of the last couple shows. Like, oh, that VAR call once again. Like, oh, just took the decisive from us once again.
Yep. But our midfield looked really good. Those two guys are probably going to be very high AA scorers for foreseeable future.
I will say, like, when they both kind of like were dealing with injury, especially Voltaire. Yeah, he that's when things kind of started sliding because he's a really dominant like force in that midfield, and without him, you guys definitely struggled.
How many duels did he win? I know Radoy also had a lot of tackles. Yeah, 5. And then how many tackles did Radoy have? I know I saw him slide in a few times. Only once? Interesting.
Yeah.
Duels, yeah, okay, 6, yeah. Yeah, they were really dominant. They were picking and pot. Kubas dominated the first half, and then the second half was literally all less in the midfield. And then Gould would just have the ball and ping it somewhere wide, and it would be a perfect pass, and that would be how we get broken down.
There you go. There you have it. Well, congratulations, Vancouver, doing your thing, and Takaoka scoring a green score, not a yellow one. Look at that. Look at that. And still no clean sheet. Haha, there it is. One SKC lineup prediction for the weekend.
We'll do the game first. Is there any other games we still need to go over?
I mean, there's LA Galaxy 3-2, Colorado Rapids. Just a scrappy game, but LA Galaxy taking care of business.
Puig didn't have a decisive, and everybody was pissed because everybody else had a decisive, and then he got one, so it didn't matter.
Haha, look at
also,
that. Also,
penalty save from McCarthy, which is pretty big.
Look at that. Bombito coming back, decisive. Kevin Cabral with another decisive. Let's go.
But now he's hurt.
Yeah, now he's hurt. Oh, well, Kevin Cabral's season left as fast as it came. So, shocking.
Hey, and Ronan yet again.
Yeah, Connor Ronan starting to get there.
And Bombito's back too. All the Canada guys are back.
And when Gabriel Peck? The question
next season
keeps on going unanswered.
Next season.
Say next season.
Yep.
Oh dear Lord. Real quick, one more game from last night. LAFC, Real Salt Lake, 1-1. I gotta say, okay, Tillman went out in 17 minutes. Yikes.
He's probably gonna miss this weekend and possibly some Leagues Cup too.
Yeah, that's not looking good for him. RSL, no Chicho, no Gomez.
Yep. No
and
Gomez.
LAFC still couldn't beat them after getting thrashed by Columbus. What's going on here?
I don't know if you were watching the game. You weren't watching the game. I don't know if anybody here was watching the game last night. There was a big moment in the 89th minute. Justin Glad subbed on, came back from injury. We've been waiting for him to come back from injury. He's getting cheap as a good defensive option.
Yep.
You won't believe where he got positioned.
Where?
They put him right up top, number 9.
Did they really?
They subbed him on and put him number 9. He may have played it in high school or something. I don't know why, but yeah, they subbed him on for Matty Crooks and threw him straight up top. And it was pretty funny because he was like having to pressure the defenders, and he's a defender.
Oh, that's so funny. But hey, Justin Glad's back though. That's a good thing.
That's big, and his price is pretty cheap. We know that he's a decent scorer. Back when RSL used to get clean sheets consistently, he was like a 65 to 70. But when they didn't, he was like a 45, 50. He was pretty consistent.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple 60s in there, which for a defender is hard to get sometimes.
Yeah, and how cheap is his rare? I know rare defenders.
Oh, it's probably dirt cheap.
$7. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a really good price, and he's probably going to come back into that starting position.
Damn, $7 for Justin Glad for a team that'll probably make a run in the playoffs too.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Also, Chicho getting cheap too. So look out. That's all I'm saying.
Chicho's getting cheap. Suspended.
There's a lot of them.
Suspended. Oh, glad he's back.
Get it?
Oh, Javik, you're a legend. Love it. Oh, and apparently he got a yellow right away. So
Oh yeah, he got a yellow immediately. Yeah, it was funny.
incredible. Sarah Jonesy in the chat on Twitch. Even better.
Hey.
Good evening. It is going fantastic now that you're here. Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, but yeah, the question marks are starting to kind of pile up for LAFC here going into the break. They got really hot. Whatever. They have Giroud coming in. They have good pieces. They're slowing down a little bit. They're not smashing like they were. But both of these teams are still powers in the West. So It is what it is. Could have been a more exciting game, but it was kind of gross.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was definitely a weird game. Bouanga put up a stinker. He should have scored a few goals, but he didn't. He looks very off. But I will say for the next game, we could be seeing Kamara up top and finally back in his natural position, Bogusz in the midfield, which can be huge.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do, especially if Tillman goes down for a little bit more. It's like, yeah, do they push Bogusz back, have Oliveira up top, and then Giroud at the 9? I don't know. We'll see.
Oliveira also came back and scored. That was pretty nice.
Yeah.
It was such a weird goal. Did you see it, the McMath coming out?
Oh, yes. Yes, I did.
He did that twice, and Bogusz almost scored on him again. Like, I don't know. Beavers time.
I keep bringing it up, man. The McMath days seem to be numbered. Just mistake after mistake, just getting caught, rookie mistakes, and he's not a rookie. He's far from a rookie.
Yeah.
But yeah, McMath, a lot of question marks on it. But get your Beavers, get your Gavin Beavers.
Get your Beavers out
right now. Yeah, right that was last night's action, dude. There's a lot going on, and guess what? We have more chaos coming up. So yeah, we're gonna pivot. We're gonna start looking forward to the weekend and see what we can find. See the matchups we want to target, and hopefully, the rotations are out of the way, and our smashers can get back to doing what they do best and smashing.
Huge.
Yep. Alex, do you have picks for this weekend? Did you do that, or are we just gonna?
I do have
ball
picks.
through the games. All right,
I have picks, up. And guess what?
Let's go.
Guess what? You know who the first one is?
Oh, I don't know who the first one is because you haven't told me.
It's a man who recently returned back from injury, played against the New England Revolution yesterday night, almost kept a clean sheet.
But, almost.
Defensive lapse of judgment, and now he's got Nashville at home coming up. It's Andre Blake.
Ooh, Andre Blake.
Yes, he's still relatively cheap. I'm mad I didn't scoop one now because I have a Wagner, and like I probably should also have a Blake. But
I totally FOMO'd into a Blake when I saw that he was playing.
Yeah, I definitely should have. I think his rare price is still under 100, unless someone. Oh, never mind, 115 now. There was one up for 95 last night, but yeah, Blake's back. He did all right. I mean, he didn't really have much to do. From what I was watching, he like did everything that he needed to do.
Yeah,
didn't really.
Philly ran them over in that match.
Yeah, it wasn't really close. But now they have Nashville at home, staying at home. They have a really nice run of home fixtures, not quality wise, but I mean, playing 5 at home in a row is always a good thing. Gets you in your rhythm. But yeah, you know, he's back. I think they know that he's the number one pretty safely, and he should be starting every game, barring injury, because that's Jim Curtin's philosophy. Is just if you're healthy, you're playing. No rest for you. No rotation for basically anybody. You just get pulled in and out if you're not good enough. But Blake is good enough, and he's cheap, and his cap is low, and it's going to be really good if you have him. Throw him in maybe a 240 or 270. Should work.
Oh yeah, he is kind of low enough that you can sneak him into some good line, especially against Nashville at home this weekend. Nashville's bad, dude. I watched a good bit of Nashville last night. Oh man, they're bad.
And you know who you can throw in that cap 240 lineup with them is George Campbell. Montreal Impact has Toronto at home, and again, Montreal has been sporadically kind of good. They drew 2-2 to a New York Red Bulls team in New York, and that's hard to do. George Campbell has had some big scores, 55 AA there, 15 AA there. Like he's been sporadically throwing up some big scores. Yes, he has gotten rotated in the past, but he did get rotated last game, which makes me think that he's going to play.
Well, Joe Waterman's back, dude.
That is true, but they did rotate a lot anyway with center backs with Sosa. Yeah, Sosa, Alvarez. They subbed off Sosa, which makes me think that George Campbell is probably going to start. But yes, Waterman is back. We'll probably touch on that, but I think is he still cheap? Is he still like $12?
Probably.
Yeah, because if you need like a one-off player just to throw in a lineup, $9. So you can get him for that. Insane.
As far as Pablo Ruiz, I'm pretty sure he's out for the season.
Yeah, season. He was out for the season. He tore his meniscus last August and then was ready to go, played one game, and then tore his ACL or MCL?
ACL, I think.
ACL. I think it was multiple. It might have been multiple tears, but yeah, he's out for the season. just due to
But
surgery.
Pablo Ruiz is a dang good player.
Oh, what a player!
So for
good.
$5, if you just hold on to that thing, man, it'll come good. It'll come.
Yeah.
Yo, red or dead. Never a doubt, man. I knew you'd show up.
Yep. He's the glue that held RSL together last season, and the fact
Yeah.
that they're this good without him is kind of crazy.
Bro, could you imagine? Oh,
Oh my god, they'd be so good
fun.
if he was healthy. Oh, they'd be so good. You know who is good when he's healthy?
Who's good?
Adilson Malanda. Also, when
Is
he's
he
not
good, bro? Those negative
not-
decisives starting to add up.
when he's not scoring goals in his own goal. But we're going against the Austin team, whose number 10 just got himself sent off for being a little angry guy. But yeah, Malanda, 2 straight bad games. Penalty, also clearance off the line in this one, and a air-led to goal where he just literally passed it to Cucho.
But they just got 4 points in Ohio from both teams. So
That's
Charlotte, pat yourselves on the back.
Yes, and guess what? Their reward is Austin as their next matchup. I'm personally running Kalina and Prio, not with Malanda, but I think Malanda is also should be high Prio defender if you own him. And yeah, it's a no brainer. I mean,
and he's C23.
He doesn't DNP either. He doesn't get rotated. Oh, now that I say this, why do I say these things?
Yeah. No Driussi, no party. Oh, they do have a Giassi Zardes though.
They do.
Is scoring goals. What?
Yeah, he scored like right after Dallas scored last night.
This is 2016, bro.
But yeah, Malanda doesn't DNP. He got hurt here, came back, but yeah, I mean, unless like he thinks that he's a liability to the team for just passing the ball, I don't think it's going to be a problem. And they just locked him up with a new contract. We'll say that.
Pass them the ball. He missed the ball. Is it different?
Yeah, it looked like he passed the ball. But yeah, I mean, his price is coming down a little bit. Rare for $5, and yeah, probably still too high for a defender for 37. But yeah, Malanda, better quote unquote high end option.
And he just got that contract extension, so he's staying for a while. He likes it here.
Well, you know, I'm picking next.
Oh, let's go!
I will also say scooped one.
Congratulations!
Because for $5, I don't know. I looked at your guys' matchups. Home Montreal, home San Luis, us, Nashville, New England. Like you guys have it.
It's looking pretty to end the season. Not gonna lie.
This is a little bit sketchy. Besides Dallas, like that's a little sketchy.
It's fine,
but
we'll be running hot. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean if these scores don't show you what he can do, I don't know what else can. Huge AA in these games that they are winning and scoring goals in. If anybody can tell you better than me, it's Jorge. He can attest to how good Angulo is.
Dude, yes. I bought an Ojeda instead of Angulo just because, I don't know. I love Ojeda. And I have scars from what Angulo was for the last year and a half. But, dude, yeah. And Oscar loves Angulo. Like, they're both Colombian. And as long as he's healthy and that boy can walk and run, he will be in the starting. So he's a lock for sure. So you should get Angulo for sure if you were going to get one.
He's one of those.
He's locked.
He's one of those guys that does not rotate in that team that there's a lot of rotation.
Yes.
And so gotta love it. And I'm actually putting him in a decently high prio.
Show me that rare graph right now, actually. What's it doing? See that rare. Oh yeah. He's a little pricey, but
35. I think under 30 is probably a good buy if you can find like a Pavel or something to give that to.
Or what he can do. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. And shout out Harry for pulling the unique of him. And,
yes. Shout out Harry Trades.
Yep. Already got rid of it.
Yep. Well, I think I was listening to him and Laird in the preview. I think he sold it to Nanzo and then Nanzo podiumed with it, like right after. Awesome. So shout out Angulo, dude.
Yeah, and he literally traded him for like the best rare U23 keeper too, which is really good. But yeah, then we got to give a shout out to the man, Robin Lod.
Let's go.
Still cheap. Still somehow $20 rare, even though
they're hosting San Jose. Let's go.
Oh, well, now his floor is kind of up there, but still. I mean, you can see. We'll pull it up. You can see when he was really good. He was like $80. Like he was getting there, and his scores are really similar to what they are now. This was his scores during that time, and these are his scores now. They're creeping up slowly. And they have San Jose at home.
Yeah,
San Jose. Extremely questionable. They have their third string keeper in right now because Yarborough got hurt. I don't know if he got hurt or if it was just rotation.
Or he's just bad. I don't
he landed funny on his back against Sporting, and that makes me think that he may have gotten hurt. But yeah, San Jose at home, Lod. I mean, $3 for a limited. Can't really beat that. And if you're running new season, double that. Oh. So yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
Really
and
nice option.
like I said, I kind of went out of my way to watch Minnesota a little bit more the last few weeks or the last few games, and they're there, man. They're making it happen. They're just really unlucky right now in front of goal. Um,
Yep.
Now that they have their pieces back away from international, even though I'm not super high on St. Clair, just having them back there shores up the defense a little bit a little bit more too. So it gives them the confidence to push a little bit forward.
Yep.
So Emmy Ochoa season.
Oh, it
Let's
actually.
go.
I thought he was getting targeted by some team for a transfer. I thought that was actually.
He's playing.
That is true.
Maybe.
But then we got to go to the star boy of
Ooh.
a lot
the
of people's
forward guard,
lives.
clearly.
Well, yes, new season forward. It's $16, but even if you have a midfield, he's been banging scores recently. I mean, it doesn't even show you one of the big ones. Yeah, so 82, 88, and 100 in the last 3 game weeks. And they play LA, who did leak goals for a while, didn't, but now you're talking about Portland, which is one of the best attacks in the league. They're scoring goals for fun, 3-4-2, 3-2-2. Like
I'm pretty excited for this game, to be honest.
Yes, this is going to be a really fun game, and Santi looked really good last game. So yeah, even if you have a midfielder, you're not sacrificing much score for just a little.
And
downward.
Portland had a bye this midweek, so they are rested and good to go.
Exactly, and it's not a far trip, so it's not like they are going to lose time or anything like that. His rare is obviously going to be super expensive.
Still a little expensive, yeah.
But yeah, limited wise, I mean, can't really beat it. If you can pair him up with Evander, please do. Like, that's such a incredible stack. I am considered picking up an Evander, but he's like $30, and I missed my window. But yeah, if you can get these 3 in a stack attacking, and then pair it with
man, hey, put some respect on Felipe Mora, okay? He has been producing this year.
If you can pair these 3 with like Melanda Kalina, you're probably sitting pretty with a really nice lineup for the weekend. But yeah. Final forward though, we got to give some love. We're just giving love to all the guys that we've been bigging up the last few weeks. It's Max Arson. Now, is his card extremely high from what it was about 2 weeks ago? Absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely.
But he has Atlanta away, who are shaky, very shaky. Obviously, they're getting Gregerson back, which means their defense is worse. But yeah, I mean, Atlanta away, they leaked to a Santi-less NYCFC and basically gave them all possession
from being up 2-0.
And it's Columbus. Like, really, I mean, we can look here just to make sure that he'll start here, and then it'll be, if they get Shambost up top, like Cucho, Rossi, Shambost, Arson's just going to be gunning down the left side of the pitch and making things happen, which is what he's done in the last few games. 25 AA, 33 AA, 17. Like, he's banging AA now too. Really,
yeah.
If you got him a month ago just to get him as an investment, yeah, you're looking in a really nice spot right now for sure.
Yeah, no, dude, this Columbus team is great. And like, look, they have game in hands. They're trying to push for that supporter shield. And guess what? Everybody else up there is slipping other than Miami. So Columbus want to win this one. They want to go into the break on a high. And yeah, buddy, Columbus, they're just way too fun right now.
There you go. Only $8 average per card. That's actually not that bad.
Oh, that's not bad. How much is it for all your picks this weekend?
$57.
Dang.
And so, I mean, you take away the stack would probably be Blake, Melanda, and Gulo, Santi, Arfson. So you take away $1 or $4.
No Lude, bro.
I'd go Santi Arfson over Lude, right? I mean, if you're on a little bit of a budget, take out Santi and put Lude in, and that's saving you $15.
I was gonna say Lude for Arfson, to be honest.
Well, yeah, but I mean, would you rather have $18 Santi or $12 Arson? Because this is including classic.
Money ain't a question when you're trying to win, Alex.
I guess that is true.
Just kidding, because I don't have money or win. So,
damn.
I saw you won $20 this midweek.
Yeah, that's decent. You won some cash.
Yeah, I didn't win any cards, but I got $20. Thank you, in season Orlando cards. Let's go.
Damn. So we said we're going to do 25 minutes on the first few games, and it's 45 minutes in.
And your picks.
I guess you got to include.
Yeah, bro, you're good. You're good. We got this. We got this. We're professionals. And plus, let's be real. Everybody's building their lineups. They're hanging out. They're having a good time. Okay.
Yep.
It's Thursday night. It's basically the weekend.
Hey, and if you guys have any questions, leave them.
Yeah.
You guys, maybe who should I start?
Shout out to everybody who's in the chat. First of all, good idea. Shout out. Oh, no rares. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's how you know he's hot.
Jorge, did you buy them all out? Be honest.
No, how about Ojeda? Just wait for that rotation. I can't wait for that.
I mean,
Dear Lord.
He's been scoring. Didn't he have that free kick on the Araujo?
Yeah, he had the free kick to Araujo, who was just open on the back post. Like Nashville just decided not to cover him, and then he technically got the assist on the own goal too. So I'm saying they should give assists for own goals. Just he's still assisted. All right, just saying.
Yep.
Just saying. All right, let's look at these matchups real quick, and then we can get back to building our lineups, which I haven't even looked at today.
Oh,
so I have no idea what's going on. But all right, let's get this started. We already kind of touched on this one. That's your screen. Hello. Atlanta United are hosting Columbus Crew. We kind of did just talk on it. Rest in peace, Atlanta, basically, at this point. They're down bad. The vibes are bad. They felt good for 45 minutes last night, but it quickly crumbled. Like I said, Columbus Crew is pushing for that supporter shield race, and everybody else up there is slipping. So they really need these 3 points, and I don't see them having a problem taking them whatsoever.
These are not my picks, by the way. These are not my player picks. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, Columbus is probably just going to run rampant on Atlanta like they've done against poor teams in the past. Not saying that they're a poor team, but they kind of are a poor team.
The LAFC is a poor team, I guess.
Money United again. But yeah, this is the last game. I can say we could be seeing Josh Cohen as the League's Cup keeper. So you might have to put your Brad Guzans on the IR for 2 or put 4 weeks for a month. So yeah, look out for that. Also, Daniel Rios getting another decisive last game. He has been on fire, we'll say. Yeah, his limit.
Yeah, who would have thought Daniel Rios would come back to the MLS for like the 3rd time and just smash?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that FOMO buy, dude.
Look at the second to top. Look at the second to top.
Oh, look at you selling. Yeah. Well, look at that. Go pick up your Coens just in case for Leagues Cup. $1. Yep. Have fun. Go crazy. Get wild.
I'm pulling up the Josh Cohen page just so I can see how many are about to get bought. Because like that happens. Hey, if you stick around, there's another keeper that might probably play that we'll talk about in a second.
We don't have that much power. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
What was his floor just now?
Did you just say $30 in season for Cohen?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of booty. Oh yeah, gross.
$2 limited though. Instabuy. His Instabuy is the cheapest.
Yeah. Interesting. That's still not bad. I don't think.
He's a pretty good keeper too, I will say. Like when he was in Europe, he played well. He came back. I mean, Atlanta's defense is always questionable, so he was kind of just having to deal with stuff, sort of like Amelia was to start the year. But yeah, he's talented and he's probably going to take the job, barring
next year maybe.
Guzan not continuing.
I don't know. We keep saying that, but Fry, Stephen Clark, they're just never going to retire, man.
No, Fry we knew. Fry we knew was going to stay. Steve Clark is also pretty decent.
They're just going to go keep forever.
Also, I will say, Steve Clark's $50.
Ooh, rare. You gotta stop telling me that, dog. You gotta stop telling me that.
Anyways, yeah, Columbus, possibly Shambost, possibly Ezekiel Jackson.
I don't think it's worth it, especially this week.
Yeah, no, just don't play.
It is an election year. You never know.
He's running for mayor of Atlanta.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, dear Lord, Brad Guzan. Anyway, moving on to this other game. Inter Miami back at home again, because why not? Hosting the Chicago Fire. Granted, the Chicago Fire have been a little tricky as of late. They've been making some things happen. But against Inter Miami, yeah, I don't see Chicago Fire standing a chance in this game. I really don't.
We said that about Cincy. That's all I will say.
Yeah, but Cincy's like hurt. Inter Miami's just missing their old guys, but all their young guys are pretty good footballers. Because who wouldn't want to come play with Messi for basically free? What do you think about Luis Suarez starting this weekend?
Yeah, he's going to start. He's going to start. I feel like he's going to go 60. Let me see. Deke has his. Let me see what he says.
I'm not going to lie, and you guys know that I don't buy Miami players for my gallery. I just don't do it. But am I very tempted to pick up a rare Suarez? Yes, I am.
He's so cheap. Yeah, he's 80% on Deeks.
Like, yeah, it's one of those things that, like, dude, it's just something in my brain is telling me, dude, just pick one up. Pick one up. Not so much to play it or keep it in my gallery, but to flip it, to be honest.
Yeah, he's gonna go up.
you got to think about it. It's Luis Suarez. He's playing in Miami. He's playing with Messi. As soon as he comes back and he goes on a little run of scoring consecutive goals back to back, everyone's gonna FOMO right back into it because he's Luis Suarez and that's the name, and they're
Yep.
gonna hop right back into it. So yeah, I'm so tempted to pick one up, man. I
Yep.
just
And
yeah.
also, I will say Messi's under $50. Even as
$6 in season.
even as like a collectible Messi for under $50, like even Neymar is like $30 and he's not even covered. It's just to have him. So like
yeah.
That's something to look out for. But yeah, I mean, I probably Miami's definitely going to win this, but Chicago may like score 2 goals in this game and it might end 4-2.
You know how it goes. Run your Guti, who got a goal again.
No, don't run your Guti.
Get your Gutis. He's fine. And
He
then
came off the bench.
I guess your Queepers.
Yeah,
Your
I have his graph pulled up. Look at this. Look at how cool this is.
Whoa, dude.
Look at that. 73, high score of all time.
Wow. Look at him. He hit 70 twice.
That's kind of huge. 3 shots on target.
Man, if Kuiper starts to get that AA, man. Ugh. I never
thought
ugh, gross.
Say it.
No. Nope. I'm not saying it yet.
$7.
All right, well, $7, maybe.
$50. Yeah, just get Suarez if you're gonna buy him.
Yeah. Yikes. But yeah, good luck, Chicago. I hope you have fun down there in the swamp.
Yeah.
That is Miami. Yeah, get your Luis Suarez.
Go to Universal. Go over to Orlando. Go to Universal.
Yeah, I do love Universal. We'll go to SeaWorld. We'll have a good time. Great time.
There you go.
The Canadian battle of all times. CF Montreal hosting Toronto FC. I'm staying away from this game.
Yeah,
because this is going to be chaos all over again.
I will say we didn't go over the game. I've been saying put Joseph on the bench and have him come off the bench and he'll do well. He came off the bench and scored twice last game and kept them in it. Like that is what you
started,
need to do.
Kokoro?
Yes, Kokoro started, I believe, and then Joseph came off the bench and scored twice. Like that is how
minutes, man.
That is how they need to be running their attack from now on. All right? I am the manager for Montreal.
Who on an attack? Let's go.
Who on everywhere? Doesn't matter.
Who on everywhere? Yeah.
Exactly.
Rest in peace. Who on put up a stinker, didn't he?
Yeah, he had like a 30-something.
Yeah, why they have him up so high up here?
Like, he can play wherever he wants. Like
I mean, he could play as a wing. Like I can't say that I never saw him play up as a 9 for Orlando sometimes at the end of games. Just kind of throw him up there and just ping the ball over the top and just have him run for it.
He go fast. I said in the Discord last night, Nuhu had like the biggest Nuhu play of all time. I'm like, literally Huan and Nuhu are the only 2 people that are capable of literally sprinting down the pitch in 3 seconds and booting the ball into the 18th row on a cross.
Yeah. No. Huan's like a wing back. But he does love to get forward, especially this year, man. Those late runs to the back post. He is just smoking defenders that get called ball watching, and he's been very clinical for the first time. I never really thought I'd see it, and I'm kind of upset about it. But
when you're that fast, you just have to. You just got to go. Just go.
Which, granted, he always did. That's how we used him here too. It's just on the overlap runs up the wings. But he didn't have the production. Now he does now, apparently.
I will say this: Chouanier is like actually kind of an option. Yes. Like I'll pull him up here. But I mean, another guy who didn't really play with Canada, so his cap's low. But he can bang some AA. I mean, 21 there, own goal, but still got AA. Like, cheap, limited under 10. Yeah, $7 for his limited. Like, obviously, didn't he request a trade though?
He did, and then
he would have gotten traded already.
I think he gave him another deal, or they like talked it out or something. Because now he's playing again. He's one of those guys that I really like. I picked one up early or before preseason, maybe. It just hasn't really come good. He's like on the cusp. Like he could be like an elite player up there. He has it in him. It's just not consistent.
Yep. Again, cap 240. It's where you want this guy. 100%.
He's been gone. Montreal was hurt for the good second quarter of the season. So like now that they're getting healthy again, maybe they show a little bit flashes that they did in the beginning of the season, and he comes good. But yeah, Chouanier's one of the guys that I would look at if you're deciding to go down that Montreal route.
And if you need, like, if you're running a cap 240 rare and you just need someone to lower, which is what I did with DeJuan Jones. I'm probably going to do the same with someone here soon. Probably trade out of DeJuan Jones and get a lower cap guy. He's one of the guys I'm looking at for sure. And matchups coming up. I mean, San Luis is They're bad. In the grand scheme of things, New England, Cincy, New England, Chicago. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Look at that run right there.
Oh wow, Montreal's gonna have fun at the end of the season.
Oh yeah.
And
then
that's at their
Charlotte.
Leafs Cup too. They have a long break to get healthy, to work on some tactics.
And then Charlotte away just to bring them back down. Where it's like they need to win the last 6 games, and then they win these 4, and then just get 5-0'd.
By Charlotte.
That's absolutely gonna happen.
Because they have DPs at that point, and then Charlotte's just flying with an awesome defense and
because
DPs.
they said they're spending too. So it's like, yeah, Charlotte. The Charlotte is what I wish Sporting was when it came to like spending.
And Dean Smith, we trust.
Yes.
Yep.
Dino's at the wheel.
You know what? 2 teams I don't trust though.
Oh, who?
New England Revolution and FC Dallas. Granted, I trust FC Dallas a little bit more recently.
Look at that formation.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a questionable shape.
4-2-2-2.
Whoa. That shape is definitely questionable. Yeah.
That's what the other ones have said too. That's what the game from last night said too. Maybe they are running a 4-2-2-2. Mendy with a DMP in the midweek that killed me, so he should play this weekend for sure.
Yeah.
The Farrington price is out of control, but
yes.
nice little player.
Don't play your Mooses. He's suspended.
Yes.
Don't play him. All right.
And don't play your Mooses.
Let's see. Does he have the predictions? We can actually see. Yeah, here we go. This is what the actual lineup will look like. Farrington, Kamungo, Ariel. Yeah, this looks right. Yeah. Mendy probably not. He DNP'd last night too.
Oh no, is he still questionable?
Dang. Yes, he didn't play last night, so yeah, that makes sense.
Dang it. Yeah, oh well. He was like $1 anyway. What am I worried about? This is something I never thought I'd see in 2024. Legit has been on fire in Cap 240. Really?
He banged like a 98 one game with a decisive. And I remember looking at the podiums to see who won in like a bunch of the lineups.
Smokes?
Yeah, he's been like actually pretty good.
Like what's his cap? In what world am I looking at legit? 49 L15. It's still decent.
Too high.
It's not the worst. It's too high now, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, legit? What?
It's actually like not bad at all.
Yeah, and that's how you know I've never batted an eye at legit, because I just know better. And like all of a sudden I'm like, dang. Wow, congratulations, legit. Where's yo, Daniel, are you still here? Is this sustainable here, or are we just getting some nonsense here in the middle of the season? What's going on here?
I mean, if Mendy's hurt, that's gonna stay up. And now they don't have to worry about Open Cup too, so that's not more games. Get it? Don't have to worry about. You hear that, Daniel? We made legit good.
Yo, Jonesy coming in with a heat. Good shot on that one, man. Yeah, that one completely slipped my radar, huh? Look at that, Sebastian Legit in 2024. Look at that. Things you never thought you'd see. Do you think New England wins at home? FC Dallas coming off a high. Copa Tejas midweek. They're celebrating. They're partying with their cowboy hats.
They won a very similar game. I forget who they played. DeJuan Jones got a goal or got an assist. I forget who it was. If maybe you can look it up. It was 2-1.
For what?
And that for New England. They won a very similar game against a very like similar style opponent.
When?
Like 2 weeks ago. And so I think that's how this is going to go. I think it's going to be 2-1 New England. Vrioni scores, and then someone random scores off of like a corner or something.
Atlanta?
That'd be my guess. Yes, I think that at home.
They beat Atlanta at home, yeah.
Yeah, 2-1. That's what I think it's probably going to be. That'd be my guess. Yeah.
I mean, I could see it. Barrera was still in there though, but I mean, Paniatu's been fine.
Yep.
Buck's out too, isn't he?
No, he's back. I'm pretty sure.
Is he back?
I think so. Let me check.
No. Yeah, because it should be Barterovich, shouldn't it?
No, yeah, doubtful. Buck. Damn, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Bobby Wood up top.
Yeah, they've been running out Bobby Wood. I think I saw our homie Rev Sorare. Shout out to him. I think he basically said to just stay away from this game.
That'd be my start your Esmir Barteroviches, and like that's it. That's the only people you should be starting.
Yeah, you stay away from New England FC Dallas. Like I said, man, FC Dallas is going to be coming off kind of like that big old bang over after winning Copa Tejas. They celebrated. They really needed it. It might be good for them going forward, but this short turnaround at the weekend right before a big break sounds like a trap game. Sounds like New England gonna get some points here, but you never know. You never know.
Yep.
Never know. Oh, this will be interesting. Red Bulls are hosting FC Cincinnati. After 2 bad results, what are the odds you think we see Lucho here? I know he's injured. He's dealing with a knock, but if they want to contend for that supporter shield, man, they need to get points. And
I think he plays. I think he would have been on. I think he would have been on the bench. and I think he's either on the bench in both games or he's missing one and starting the other. So I think he's going to start this game. That would be my guess. They gave him the rest. He's needed it, and he wants to play. They don't really. I mean, they saw what their attack could do. They got killed by one of the worst defensive teams in the league. And so yeah, it just makes sense for him to come back. And yeah, I'd say probably like 70% chance he plays. I mean, he wants to. It's not dependent on
Yeah.
whether he wants to. It's just can he? It's physically can he? And he probably is ready to go.
No, yeah, and I mean the Red Bulls have been great defensively, man. The Nealis brothers has just been shoring it up back there. It'll be really interesting to see how Cincinnati handles this team.
Yep.
And what they decide to do.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting. Hello? What is happening to my screen? Help!
It's all up to Lucha Magic, really.
Yeah, and if that's not there, they're gonna struggle. And who knows? Who knows what the Rebels will do? So,
Yeah.
What do you? Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about this game. I'm just staying away from it, to be honest.
Probably like 2-1 Red Bulls or something like that. I could even see them keeping a clean sheet and it being like 1-0.
I was about to say this is like a 1-1 0-0. Like just hold on to your butts and just try to make it the League's Cup.
Since you will be happy with the point in this game for sure. And again, I'm going to say right now, another keeper that we're probably going to have to be seeing on hold for a month, Salentano. We had Alec Khan come in last year, take every League's Cup match, and that seems like the direction that we're headed this year too.
So you think Alec Khan will start League's Cup?
That's what they did last year. Even when Salentano was in good form last year, they still started Khan. So that'd be my guess. I mean, I could look it up if really needed.
No, I mean we still.
Is he the backup? Oh no, Luro's the backup. Then maybe you see Luro. But I think whatever backup keeper is going to probably be there. I think Luro's been on the bench, so yeah, it'll be Luro then.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I know I do at some point next week. I do want to do like a League's Cup special, kind of run through the group stages, see if we have any information on what teams want to do. Whether they want to actually focus on the League's Cup or just use this break to restructure and try to finish the end of the season strong. But we all know that Lewis Morgan is doing fine things at the Red Bulls, and Forsberg is out for a couple weeks. What do you think about Carmona over here? My dog Carmona.
He scored a banger yesterday. Dude,
yes. And not just that, he's kind of been producing this season. He's actually been playing really well. Kind of Red Bull players always kind of go under the radar unless they're BWP or something like that. Obviously in the shadows of a Forsberg and a Lewis Morgan, but he's kind of making things happen. Very interesting player here. Yeah. And that he scored a banger last night too.
Solid A too. It's good to see. Yeah, what's his L15? Like 40 something?
L15, yeah, 49.
49?
No. I mean 10 AA average this year.
That's not horrible. I mean, cap 240. If his cap was like 46, I would say yeah, but probably not just because his cap is too high. You're looking for those low value guys who can hit 75s on occasions, but unless I mean like that
cap will be gone in a few weeks anyway. But
I know, but yeah, but then after that, you got like four lineups you can put your guys into, and so it's sort of like yeah. Because it'll be two U23s and then 3 challengers.
You know, the more I think about that, the more I get sad.
Yep.
I get real sad.
Yep. They're killing us in about 3 weeks. So
yeah. Well, you know who's gonna get killed? NYCFC coming to Orlando. Let's go. I'm sorry, Jay Blaze. Just kidding. We're just hot right now. It's very weird. I don't remember if I said it on the show or was talking to my friends. I was like, there was a point last year when there was never a doubt that Orlando City would manage to get a result. And it was weird. For the first time in our club history, I got to go to matches and go, yeah, we'll be fine. Like, I ain't worried about it. Oh, like who? We're playing Columbus? Ain't worried about it. I haven't felt that at all, but I'm starting to feel it again. They're like, you know what? I don't care who's in front of us. Like, we could beat them. We could take them. We could take them to town on any given day.
You're at home too, right?
Yes, we are at home. Historically, though, very, very scrappy, very ugly games against NYCFC. We've always butted heads, always kind of had a history with each other. These games technically always end up in draws. So you're looking at like a maybe 1-1. If we're lucky, 2-1 Orlando. It won't be a blowout, I don't think. Granted, we've been scoring like crazy. I think it was like we've scored like 20-something goals in the last like 6 or 7 games. So like the first time in history, we've never done that. Like we've never scored this many goals. It's kind of awesome right now. But yeah, this game should be fun. Whether or not the result is awesome or it's high scoring, these games are always fun. So Yeah, it is what it is.
That's a good question from Jay Belize. I like that. What
Oh,
would our D1 lineup be?
any MLS cards this week? What is your Division 1 line? If I could pick any MLS cards,
I'm not gonna lie, it might be my prio lineup for the weekend. I don't know if I'd bring in any special guys. What is yours? Go ahead. Who are you throwing in?
if I could pick any,
Yes, any lineup.
I don't know. I haven't even.
Can I show what mine would be?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm lucky enough to. I'm lucky enough to have it. It'd probably be this. I don't know. I mean, I always love Gould, so I have to throw him in. Cucho has been incredible. Puj, just monster. And finally, when he gets decisives again, 80 plus guaranteed. Wagner's on a good run of form, and he's got Nashville at home, and Kalina plays Austin, and Austin's a really good matchup. I think it's one of the best keeper matchups, especially with how good their defense is. You know, I don't know if I'd replace anybody in here. Maybe Evander in for Gould would be the swap. But besides that, yeah, that's probably what I'd say my MLS lineup would be.
Yeah, no, I actually like that. And I was just kind of looking at it. So right here, I would definitely go Evander away to LA, especially on that rest. I think you're right on the Kalina at goalkeeper, but I almost like Calendar hosting Chicago at home in Miami.
I'll find a way to concede. They always do.
Cucho's a lock forward.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'd probably go. Yeah, Kalina, Evander, Cucho.
Are you taking Melander or are you taking Wagner?
Who's Philly play?
Nashville.
Home to Nashville? Yeah, Wagner. And then I need another midfielder?
Yes. I went Puj. I don't know who you would go with, though.
Puj is a good. I'll probably go Rusnak at LAFC.
That's a nice option, too.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be my lineup.
What about Ivan Angulo?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I try to stay away from the homer picks because I can go homer all day. I can pick Orlando City Stacks all day long, baby.
To me, he's in that convo for like possibly prioing. Like
he's getting there, dude. Angulo really is.
I love Ryan Gould. He's my favorite player who's not for Sporting, but I'm genuinely considering putting him in over Gould in my prio lineup for the weekend. Because like he's been on such a run and his matchup is like nice. Like I don't know. He's in like a decent lineup anyway, but like that genuinely was a choice.
Vrioni was a DMP. He had like a knock.
Yeah.
Calf, leg, lower body injury.
It was calf. And Porter said, don't expect any of injured players to play in this match. My guess is he doesn't play. Yeah. So wouldn't risk it.
Sometimes you got to save them from themselves. Jay Blaze, you sound like a winner.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, Jay Blaze.
I just need to let you.
Jay Blaze, what's your lineup? Jay Blaze, let us know. Everybody, what's your lineup? Yeah. Maybe your dream. If you had to run out of 5 this weekend, what's your?
Yeah, you're making me use my brain power, making my head hurt. Make your head hurt.
We'll go over the next game. You guys type your lineup.
I don't know. If anything, it sounded like Jay Blaze was asking for another MLS Pro Super Draft. Is all I'm saying.
Oh wait, we're gonna have to bring that back.
We might have to bring it. Oh, we should do a Leagues Cup draft.
Ooh, for the whole Leagues Cup.
Oh, we'll talk about it. Let's get through these games. Shout out to all the homies who have been here for an hour, hanging out, doing a thing, talking MLS as we look forward to the weekend. Y'all rule. Y'all are the best. Fist bump, Messi. No.
I'll fist bump Amelia.
Oh, there he is, Timmy Mees. Timmy Mees. All right, let's go. I don't know. Is there a clean sheet coming in? Austin hosting Charlotte FC. Austin, who, dear Lord, they are down bad. Charlotte, they are not as down bad. They are looking up. They are looking great. If they can go to Cincy and get a win, why can they not go to Austin and definitely get a win?
Yep. I mean, Charlotte looked good. Abada won't play. Don't look at that.
Yep. Abada's at the Olympics.
Cover your screen. Don't look at that striker. That'll be Ajamong. He's back, I'm pretty sure. I'll pull. Does he have one made?
I got you, bro. I got you.
Oh, he doesn't even have one made yet. Jeez.
No Abada. He's out.
All right, and then type Ajamong in there. Yeah. Pat. Yeah. Pat.
Patrick Ajamong.
Yes, that's probably what we're gonna end up. This is high quality stuff we do over here. That's over in the States.
Only top tier production, my dude.
Exactly. But yeah, this is just like roll out your Charlotte defensive stacks and celebrate. Hopefully, if Zardes is able to score without Driussi helping him out, fair play.
Right. Fair.
Like, yeah, that's like there's nothing you can do about that. It just shows how magical he is. But yeah, this should be a nice week for what would have been Trip and B, but sadly not.
Oh, he still lives in our hearts, dang it.
Yes.
He is still in our hearts. Shout out to Trip and B. I keep meaning to message him. And I have thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
JVic in here dropping his lineup for the weekend. Frey, Yamar, Gazdog, Morris, and Rossi. Interesting.
That's decent. Gazdog has a nice matchup too. Pen Dog, and you know Nashville likes to concede pens. That's their thing.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And I can't even deny the Jordan Morris thing anymore as he continues to be on a heater. So
yeah.
What do I know? Apparently nothing. Jay Blaze with Kalina Wagner. He gets it. Kuchar Rossi. And
mark.
you need an extra. Vander's looking pretty spicy.
Or
just saying.
Arfson. Actually, no, you need a midfielder. Yeah, I don't know then.
Oh, I don't
know.
Nagby. What about Robin Lode? At home, Ladino.
Ooh.
At home to the San Jose Earthquakes. This is the game that Minnesota needs. Okay, they're flirting. They're flirting with some results. Okay, they're not quite there yet, but hey, they got everybody back. But now they get to host San Jose right before Leagues Cup.
Yeah.
This is just asking for smashing. A little Bongi decisive, Ladino decisive. No,
yep.
all of Say, all of them. Get them all in there. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, this is like Minnesota have been in form, but they've just been unlucky to like either go against teams playing really well or just in good form. So they finally have a team that's been losing, lost at home twice in a row coming into this, and they got everybody. They got everybody back. Minnesota's got everybody back. They finally can just like choose instead of having to deal with whoever can play. But yeah, Rosales did not play or got subbed on, so he's going to start. Who I like. I think he's been scoring pretty well. But yeah, I think Lude, Bongi, and it doesn't have Olose in there, so that's going to be the risky pick. I think go Bongi as your forward pick if you're pairing anybody with Lude. But yeah.
Dude, the Bongi Lude connection right now is kind of dope. I've been a little bit more confident running out like Lude and Bongi in a lineup than I have at other times this season. So looking fun. Yeah, Earthquakes, I'm down. Even Espinoza, no thank you. I want nothing to do with it. If you want Naboba for like 60 cents, let me know. I'll even throw in a Kanovich in there for you. Yeah, look at that. I want him gone. I want him out of here. Yo, Daniel Cooper, good evening. Welcome. See, if we stay live long enough, we give everybody a chance to hop in and hang out. So
Daniel just woke up.
I wish I was just waking up. I'm ready to go to bed. I need to sleep. There you go. I can go to sleep right now as you talk to me about this game as Sporting Kansas City hosts the very, 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 very bad St. Louis City.
Not enough varies in there. Well, guess what? I get to debut because I know Deke hasn't made one yet. I get to debut a lineup prediction and give you guys some insight from the locker room. This is what Vermees told me. He whispered in my ear. He said, "This is what I'm gonna go with." This is
he got real close. He said, "Yo, Alex, come here."
He said, "Yo, here's a little sheet of paper. This is what I don't know. Got him maybe, but yeah, Melia is the first ever 100% in prediction history. Yeah, there's literally zero chance that anything happens to him. Probably Radoya too. Voltaire played really well. See him starting. Shallowy played really well in the second half. See him starting again. Tommy got rotated. Definitely starts. I put him 75, but he might get slotted out to this right wing depending on if Russell plays. And if he does, then we're going to see Polito down here. But I think Agata starts. His form has been really good. This is sort of a brave pick in the grand scheme of things because it's Polito. It's, the guy that we paying our big bucks, highest earner. But he just hasn't been in form, and Agata has been. I think that it's 50-50, and I would lean Agata. I would like to see Agata start because of his form. But then again, Vermees could just roll out Polito, and he puts up a 38 and then gets subbed off in the 70th.
Come on, it's a rivalry game. He has to show up at least for this one.
Yeah, I think your safe guys to play are going to be Tommy, Shallowy, and the midfield. I think those are the guys. I think these are the questionables. Is these three: Russell, Polito, Agata, depending on who's going to play. I think.
Why'd Russell get rotated again?
He got a knock. They only got put on the injury report after locks. That's how it was at the beginning of the season. Now, of course, that happens again. But yeah,
Always.
Russell, if he starts captain, obviously, for us. Back line, Rosero got hurt in the San Jose game. I think they again wait to put him in to the mix, especially Castellanos having a solid game. Fullader had one of the most eventful games, decisive wise, of anybody for us this season. Last man tackle, clearance off the line, and an own goal. Trifecta.
Oh,
Hat
there you
trick.
go.
Hat trick of decisives.
Hard to do that.
Basong played at the week, so it makes sense for Leibold to go. I think Shelton starts. Pierre has been starting. Vermees really likes Shelton, and it makes sense to have someone to enforce because you know how pushy and shovey the last rivalry game was.
It's the only way. It's the
Yeah.
only way.
This is what I'd say pretty accurate lineup prediction for us. The only question really is which one of these two plays. It's gonna be really interesting to see who he chooses.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see. Either way, a guy like you said, a guy has been awesome, and then Polito, that's just my Mexican homie. So
Yeah,
I listened to you and I bought one, and he hasn't done nothing. So thank you, Alex.
When did I say Polito was good? When did I ever say Polito was good?
I don't know. You're just like SKC, and I'm like, yeah, Polito, dude. Yeah, that's selective hearing, all right?
No, yeah. Agata when he plays is so unpredictable when he plays. You got to start him because he's been banging goals. Yep, that's it. That's sporting.
I was laughing at Red. He had Powell and Cap 2. All right, we're gonna take you on a journey. All right, I need you all to come with me. So Powell was in his Cap 220 rare lineup. The team news came through on the bench. It's cool.
Oh.
We figured it out. Late in the game, he comes on. He's in attacking position. Racked up some AA.
There you go,
brother. Let's go. He looked
Nice.
dangerous, and then he got a red card.
That's how it be.
In perfect, so rare fashion. Like you think it's dead, and then there's hope, and then just as the hope is building up, and you're starting to feel good about yourself, he just tears you down.
And now you can't even play him next week.
And now you can't even play him next week either. Red or Dead. Did you see how we got that red card? Like, did you see everything that happened in that? Because it is actually hilarious.
He got a 7. I haven't seen this. Is such a unique score. When's the last time you saw a 7?
Dude, I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. I need to pull this up if I can find it.
That's actually so wild. Oof.
If I can find this clip, I'm gonna show it because dude, it is freaking hilarious.
You find it?
Yeah, I did.
All right, here, I'll pull it all.
Hold on.
Boom! Oh, whoa!
Right. So it starts with the shove, and then he gets the card. And watch this, bro. He just takes bro, he just starts trying to fight everybody, dude.
Acosta.
Like the whole time, he's literally trying to fight everybody. After he pushes the dude, like this is what started it. That's one yellow, and then he just tries to fight everybody else in the process.
Did they VAR? Did they VAR the hand to the throat and give him the red? Is that what happened? Okay.
Yeah, he gets a second yellow because he's just nonstop and he keeps going and egging it on, and
that's fighting for the badge immediately.
Just the MLS, just like you're already going out. You might as well just take everybody with you. Oh, and on top of that, Pat Noonan got a red card too.
That was funny.
Coach got a red card too.
Everybody's getting red cards in Cincy.
Yeah. If you need to know how bad the vibes are in Cincy.
Do you think that maybe gives Lucho a higher chance of playing if Noonan's not going to be on the sideline? Just like, okay, Lucho, we don't got a coach. Just put Lucho out there.
That's the only, not so much the Noonan thing, but like the vibes are clearly bad. They've taken some terrible L's after completely dominating the league for so long. And it's just like one thing after another. And it's just kind of building up and there's frustration. And then you're losing to Chicago on top of that. So yeah, everybody else, like no coach, no nobody. Like you would think Lucho steps in and tries to get him into the break on a high note, but yeah, we'll see. But I thought that was hilarious, and it's just MLS, man.
MLS. It is MLS. It is
and of course the rest of the lineup was banging.
That's how it works.
Oh, Boston Sean coming in here with a calendar fray. Oh, someone likes Miami. Gressel, Cucho, and Luna.
Yeah. The only problem with that is Frey maybe not start, but
I think he's a lock now.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah, well, from what the commentators were saying, because I watched a pretty good bit of that Miami Toronto game at 7:30, like the first slate of games, just because I wanted to check in on Toronto. Yeah, Luna put up that stinker against LAFC too. It was a rough game, but hopefully he comes good. I actually like that a lot, except for Miami boys.
He's 15%.
That's just a bias.
He's 15% in
Oh, really?
for Deke, yeah. Because Wanyat's been like, I think it's gonna be like a rotation thing.
Well, we'll see too, because what's his name? Krislov, is that the old one?
Yeah, he's center back though. Best gets back in center back is gonna feed families.
Well, he had like a heat stroke on the field. Old man couldn't handle the swamp in the middle of the summer.
Yeah.
As we all predicted in the beginning of the season. So
yeah. And yeah, Gressel's literally guaranteed 60 every year. Like 60, no higher than 75.
yeah.
That's how it works.
Let's go, Daniel. Let's go. It's crazy when your one DP named Facundo Torres isn't playing a wing back. Crazy how all of a sudden he starts scoring goals when he's not back there. And that other DP that's been sitting on the bench for a year and a half. You know what? Let's start him too. And great. The goals are starting to come. Incredible. Imagine that. It only took Oscar a year and a half to figure out how to play his DPs together. And guess what? We still have another DP on the bench. It's not Muriel got benched.
We don't even have our DP slots filled.
We don't even need him.
We have no DPs.
Hype. Vamos.
You see, and they just had the rule change. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, they did. There are roster rule change. We're gonna have a podcast soon.
It's very complicated for anybody that doesn't. It's like I don't know. They make things complicated over here.
Yeah. If you have kids, you could have more DPs. No kids, more DP. I don't know, man.
But Miami's the exception.
Yeah, Miami can just do whatever they want. There you go. Yeah. All right. What about Colorado? Can they do whatever they want? Because they are scrappy. They're fighting. They don't have that that finishing kind of touch. They don't have that one thing to put them over to the next level. But RSL right now, they're kind of struggling a little bit. It's weird. They're going to Colorado. How do you see this game going? Do you think RSL bounces back with no Chicho, or what's happening here?
Well, if Justin Glad plays up top, it's a guaranteed win for RSL. But yeah, Andres Gomez is back, and I think that will be the difference maker. Colorado haven't been able to score goals since Mihailovic has been gone. Bassett's been at the number 10 trying to do stuff, but hasn't been super successful. But yeah, my guess would be RSL 2-1, 2-0. I don't know. Colorado just don't be scoring goals anymore. Sad to see.
Yeah, it is. It's tough, but I mean, without Georgie, you kind of get it. But it should losing one player shouldn't really do that to you. And they're fighting, they're staying in games. Like I said, they just don't have that extra kind of finishing to get them across the finish line. And RSL, they kind of need it.
Navarro's downfall has to be studied.
My lord,
his run of scores is.
And on top of that, he's missed 2 or 3 penalties now.
Yes, I feel bad. I'm sorry, guys, for anybody who owns Navarro.
Oh, did you buy one?
No, I'm just saying in general. If you own a Navarro, I feel bad.
Well, you know what? It's the classic thing where he signed that big contract and then completely died. Like Polito. You remember Polito was smashing until he got that contract extension, and then he's been dead ever since?
No, remind me, please.
Oh, I just did.
Yeah, but I mean,
fall from grace, man.
Hey, maybe he'll turn up in Leagues Cup. There's going to be some weird players that turn it up in Leagues Cup. It happened.
And on top of that, he's stealing the pens from Bassett just to not even score them.
Exactly. Yeah. Who's going to be your player who you think just turns up in the Leagues Cup? Because there's always some. Last year is Reynoso, Bongi, Lucho went insane. Who else went really good?
Trying to think. It has to be someone that surprises people, right? It has to be who's I can't be Minnesota again.
No.
Ooh, is it Dallas, man?
No. If Fredo was healthy, I think his comeback would probably be really good. Do you know who could be a shout for doing well is maybe Bossy. If they get
Houston.
If they get Ponce in that starting lineup for Leagues Cup, Bossy's going to have to do him and Herrera could have some nice games coming up. It's going to be someone like that, someone who's been good during the year, maybe is starting to get into a little slump. He got an assist last game, which is the first one he's gotten in a few games, but immediate, huge, 80 pluses every game.
Well, Houston's that perfect, this team looks really good. Kind of like we were saying Minnesota, this team's really good. They look awesome, but they just can't score the goals. They just don't have the number 9. And now with Ponce coming in, exactly. They have the other, they have another U23 or U22 initiative winger coming in too. Yep. He's supposed to be really awesome, which is going to be competition for all of you on the wing, which will be awesome because they're both awesome. So if they can kind of push each other, to be better. It'll be really, really awesome. Funny you brought Houston up though. We're almost through these games.
Oh,
Houston
whoa.
Dynamo is going to
I
win
know what I'm
Vancouver
doing over here.
Whitecaps.
I know what I'm doing over here.
It is like you are reading my mind, good sir. Vancouver Whitecaps, you just saw what they did to SKC.
They won
Sorry.
2-1. Like it wasn't. They didn't even dominate.
Yeah, they beat you, bro. They did. Can they beat Houston? Houston's a good team though.
Ryan Gould 100. Exactly when I take him out of my lineup. That's what's gonna happen.
Literally, as soon as you give up hope, Ryan Gold's going to come in and bang 100. You know, Vancouver's pretty bad defensively, whether at home or not. They have Takaoka back there. I see Houston.
Yeah.
I want Houston to win this, man. I really do. I'm back on the fighting Ben Olsen train. They're just they're right there.
When are we going to see Ponce come in though? That's the question. It's a matter of time now.
We could see him this weekend. Like I said, they've been with the team. They were there's a couple videos. I guess after Houston scored the goal last night, they went over and celebrated with all their new signings. Yeah. So they were there. They traveled with the team. So they were there with them last night already. So we could see him. But I mean, we have Sebastian Ferreira for a little bit until then. But it'll be interesting. I have Houston taking over just because I'm so down on Vancouver, man. I really just am. Yeah. Like, there's nothing really about Vancouver that gives me the belief that they'll finish games. I believe they could score in games. I believe that Brian White on the perfect night will just turn it on. Yeah. But pinned up against this Houston team, I don't know. I don't see it.
It will definitely be interesting to see what happens.
But either way, this midfield, man, this midfield's fun. Run your Hector Herrera's. Do you think Hector Herrera rotates this weekend? He hasn't rotated at all.
He doesn't rotate. No? Even last year, he didn't rotate.
No? Okay.
Before he does get rotated, take my advice with a grain of salt, because I have a thing of spawning rotations.
Well, you know what's, and I don't even want to bring up my lineups from this midweek because they were awful, but yeah, my prio lineup, it was in between Santi and Hector Herrera, and I was like, Hector Herrera's old. If anybody's going to rotate, it's going to be Hector Herrera, so I put Santi in instead, and joke's on me, dude.
Joke's on me too. I put Santi in mine. Wow. Everybody got killed.
You hate it. You hate it.
I will say, so we get a bonus. We're going to do a bonus pick just in case he plays, because I feel like this would be cool if he does. I know you own him. I think we shout him out.
Ooh, for your little challenger boys. That's right.
80% to start. Silva has been training with the team for a little while now. It's about time. They play Cuiabá.
Daniel, I'm scared for myself, okay? I just needed some validation.
Do you know this mean you okay, everybody don't start Hector. Just like leave him out of your lineups.
No, we're starting him.
He said it. He said it on me.
If everybody starts him, then he can't rotate. Those are the rules. I don't make them. I just follow them. Anyway, tell me about Thiago Silva.
Anyways, if you guys don't know who Thiago Silva is, he's probably, I don't know if I want to pose this question. Minus Van Dijk, he's probably the best active center back of all time. I don't know if that's...
Those are some words.
And I think they're correct.
Yeah, Red or Dead is Thiago ready to rock too for the Challenger boys. We always talk about it. You want Brazilian defenders.
Yep.
Sorry, Daniel. Sorry.
I'm so pissed.
Well,
Santi and Neymar.
The new roster rules went into effect today. Okay, all right. It's all over Twitter. I'm sure you saw it. Everybody was tweeting about it.
Reagan getting 100 when I know. Yeah, I mean, like, even if you're including DNPs and off the bench, he's a 62 with 25 AA. Like, that shows you how good he is. And this is in the Prem too. In the Brazilian league, it should be a cakewalk for him, because these guys, it's just like all old center backs that go over average high scores. And if we're talking like the best, he signed a 2-year too, so he's going to play here for a little bit. Only problem you got to deal with is rotation. But if you catch him on a game, I don't know if this, I think, again, rule of thumb, you wait to see him play. So don't start him yet. Think we could see him this weekend. And then you don't play him in the midweek. And then you play him against Bragantino. Yep. So yeah, please. Wait, Rusnak we can mention. He scored. He got an assist.
Well, he also just rotated too, so he should be safe.
That was in the past, though. There's a cooldown. Yeah. But
I
yeah,
will say, like, Thiago Silva going to Fluminense. If you see these scores, these are another center back over at Fluminense. You see these scores.
oh, I know
These
who
are
this
nice
is.
scores. Yeah. See this center backs of Fluminense score really well. Like my dude Antonio Carlos, dude. Let's go, dude. If I can get Thiago Silva and Antonio Carlos back line, I will go out and buy a Fluminense jersey. I will be the number one. I will have my Brazilian team. I will be a Fluminense Barra Brava if I get Antonio Carlos and Thiago Silva starting week in and week out. Like literally defensive stacks for the rest of Challenger. Straight up. Love to see it. Yeah, but dude, if Thiago Silva is way better than Antonio Carlos, and if Antonio Carlos can score like this, I can only imagine what Thiago Silva is going to do.
Yeah, because Thiago Silva also, I don't want to say he's going to be wearing the captain's armband, but there's a chance that he does. Like he goes over there and does.
I mean, who else is even on this team? I don't even know who the hell.
Dude, Marquinhos, Arsenal legend. What do you mean?
Shoot.
And Douglas Costa.
Look at that.
They got some heads.
Yeah, they do have some heads. Huh. Imagine that. There you go. For the Brazil boys.
Yeah.
Woo-woo.
This is our Brazil segment that we do once a month.
Hey, it's Challenger. The thumbnail says Challenger, so technically, but I don't really know much outside of MLS.
So we're gonna basically have a PSV minute from now on.
Well, we're gonna have to do something in the off season. Oh, we have off season content now. Look, we'll just continue to be Challenger boys.
It'll just me talking about my PSV stack. Like, all right, I won $400 this week.
Yeah, it'll literally just be you because I don't know what the heck's going on. Yeah, I don't want to talk about last night, man. It sucks.
You
had
won
a DMP
3-0. Orlando won.
Yeah, but my Sorare lineups were all dead. There was like a DMP in every single one of them.
Does that matters?
Yes, that's all that matters. It's so rare. Okay, so rare's life. I need it.
Football is so rare.
Yeah, football is so rare. We've been here for an hour and a half already. Let's get through these games. I still got to build lineups later.
You still have more?
It's just a little. It's just two more.
It's the entertaining one.
Yes. LA Galaxy are hosting Portland Timber. This game is going to be fun. I want nothing to do with these defenses at all whatsoever. Play your attackers. That's it.
Is Yamane? Oh, midfield. Okay, Yamane, you can play. That's probably the only one.
What's it called? What are we thinking about Pentemis and Crapo? Because I'm still saying, man, Pentemis was awesome. They sucked when Crapo was playing there.
I think Crapo scored better for Canada than Pentemis did while he was gone.
That is false, my dude.
Pull it up.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just want Pentemis to start because I have a Pentemis and I don't have a Crapo. But I don't know. Pentemis has looked incredible, and Crapo was a little rough. But like I said, I don't want to run these defenses anyway because LA Galaxy, they could punish you. Portland Timbers and the Evanders, they can punish you.
Bruh.
What?
65-6 with Canada.
Yeah.
That's like incredible. France, Argentina, Peru, Chile, Venezuela, Argentina. Pentemis got to play New England Revolution with no heel.
This game has 4-3 written all over it.
Yeah, and hopefully Puig decisives.
Yeah, but you know what? Also for Canada, he had Bombito and Cornelius in front of him. Okay, Bombito's the GOAT.
Pentemis had Kamal Miller.
Right now, Crapo has Zuprich and Araujo.
Yeah, but he has himself. Let's see.
Maybe.
Pentemis, Portland, 3-month.
He had some nice scores in there.
51-2. Are you kidding me? That's horrible.
What, man?
He got rotated? I forgot. Yeah, it was like the no-name keeper, right? Oh, no, Crapo came back in. Oh, wait, no. I thought he got rotated.
Oh, yeah, Crapo came back for like one game in between the international.
Oh, yeah.
He came back for one game and then left again.
Yeah. Air led to. Crapo.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. You don't want to play your defense. It's got 4-3 written all over it. It's just going to be goal fest, hopefully. And, all
Paintsill better.
Hundreds.
Paintsill is the new number 9 in LA, by the way. Jovic has lost his spot.
There's going to be 3 LA Galaxy like decisives, and they're all going to be Gabriel Peck goals, no assists,
and like Jalen Neal header.
Yeah, and a Jalen Neal header, and no one's going to get the decisives for it, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a great time because Sorare hasn't minted Gabriel Peck.
When mint Sorare?
Just every chance I get to say it, I'm going to say it. That's how the cookie crumbles.
Episode finale. Who's the last lineup or game? I actually don't remember.
I actually don't remember if we brought this up or not, but Philadelphia Union are hosting Nashville.
No, we didn't.
This is a quick one. Nashville's bad, real bad. real bad, to the point where like you can't even play your Hani Mukhtars with confidence anymore because it's that bad.
Yeah.
Jacob Schaffelberg is literally the only bright spot in this Nashville team. And that's saying something. And I love my dog Schaffelberg, man. I will die on that hill.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, that just goes to show you how bad this Nashville team is right now. That Schaffelberg is the best player on this team.
He's not, though.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Who's better than Schaffelberg on Nashville?
You see him right there. You're looking at him.
I'm just
You're looking at him right there.
Man, if we can't even get...
I said already we're going to get Cavan cards before we get Pet cards.
And Celentano cards, because Celentano still doesn't have in-season.
Exactly.
What the heck is up with that, Sorare? What the hell? But, yeah, no, I feel like Philly Union, after that win the other night, it was great. The vibes are good. Nashville just continues to be down. Going to Philly. Okay, Subaru Park's a hard place to play.
Now, let's not jump to conclusions and say Philly's going to like 4-0 them.
Oh, I didn't say that either.
But no, they're probably going to win like 2-0. Like they're
yes.
probably, and Wagner's going to get an assist.
Wagner to Ty Baribo assist. I'm putting it down.
Feed families. How much is Baribo? I'll look it up.
Actually, that's a good question.
I think it's like $50. I think he's too expensive now. $30. That's not horrible.
Oh, that $60 Insta buy.
What are we doing?
At 5 a.m. this morning, someone woke up and checked that Philly score and said, yo, wait, hold on. I gotta have one right now.
I need him. He literally woke up. He had like...
Oh, not Haber too, bro.
Haber, what are we doing? Come on.
Oh, no, man. I mean, I don't blame him, man. Ty Brio was an awesome. But...
Also, when... what was I going to say? When do we get Challenger auctions?
Oh, that's right. Yo, Jay Blaze, good shout. I forgot. Philly signed Sam Adeniran.
Yep, that was today.
From St. Louis. Did his price move at all?
I actually kind of want to buy him. I kind of like Adeniran. Now I can say that openly. Adeniran's a good... He's a good player.
Oh, yeah, you can't say that now. How do you even spell that? I don't even know. You look it up.
Adineer.
Dude, literally, you can always tell if there's a price spike like that. He is in there somewhere. Yeah, I picked up a Ty Baribo a few weeks ago, just to limit it. I should have picked up the stupid rare. I don't know why I didn't with the prices the way they are. But,
I spelled it right.
Ooh, should I be selling my Ty Baribo right now?
Wait, limited?
Yeah, picking up for $3.
Do you have like good forwards?
In the season, no, but overall, yes.
Then keep him. Like,
this is probably one of my better in-season forwards, though.
I mean, who else can you buy
right now?
$10. Kuipers.
Oh, maybe. But when I see stuff like that, I'm like, dang, man.
Yeah, his price.
Jay Blaze, give him for $3.
Adeniran spiked, huge price increase.
Did he?
$1.41.
Whoa! What's that rare looking like though?
Insta buy, probably like $10, 13. Yeah, that's kind of a big jump, I will say.
Yeah. I mean, it's a stash. But they have a lot of people that they could play up top though. You got Quinn Sullivan, you have Ty, you have Ura.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's like
probably a bunch of other wonder kids we don't know about yet.
Adeniran's a good player, but he's never going to score AA. He doesn't hit AA.
No, he hasn't had the chance to play enough to get that A.
I mean, he does when he starts -3.5, -1.5,
yeah, that's
-5,
true.
-1. He doesn't win. He doesn't get AA. So I don't know if I'd go. I want Adeniran. I wouldn't do that. I would stay with your Baribos, and then Adeniran gets rotated.
You watch the Adeniran highlights, you're like, dang!
Yo, he bodies everybody.
Yeah, but then the rest of the time, yeah, he's kind of fumbling around on that pitch.
Yep. I'm going to say I'm glad that we don't have to deal with him anymore, which I don't think we were going to be anyway because he was falling out with the coach.
He was in the doghouse.
But the coach is gone, so it's like...
Yeah. Well, so is he, so...
But now he's definitely gone, yeah.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, honestly, if you buy if you buy the backups that are just waiting for their, like, one injury, you buy them and you hold them because there are enough degens on this platform that you can always get one over. That's what we do here. That's how you trade.
I held a Spencer Ritchie forever. I think I might still have one. But
let's say you're probably still holding.
Eventually, when Chris Brady gets hurt, Spencer Ritchie will go insane. And that $3 rare I picked up will pay dividends.
Hey, man, if you wait long enough, it just might come good. Because remember, you don't lose until you sell. And if you never sell, you never lose.
That is how it works.
Again, I don't make the rules, man. I just follow them. I don't know. Oh no, right, Messi? Fuck pound it. Yeah, that's right, dog.
Amelia.
My dog. But yeah, dude, that's the weekend. That's the last night. That's the last nights. That's the tomorrows. That's the day afters. Yeah, I don't know. Anybody have any more questions before we get out of here? Anybody?
Yeah,
Anybody
lineup questions. What you got? I know Deke
what
has
do you got?
been very busy boy, so if you have any lineup questions for MLS, let us
Bro,
know.
straight up, ain't nobody playing MLS without the work that Deke does.
Shout out to him.
Go shout him out. Go buy him a card. Just go buy him a Philly jersey mint. Go just send it to
Hey,
him for free.
and don't pester him on Twitter. Don't be like, when are we getting my lineups? When are we getting my? No, he's working on them. Trust me.
You get it when you get it.
Yeah, I text with him a decent amount, and he's always like, "Dude, this is so exhausting." Like he goes through a lot of work to make sure everybody's good to go. So really, shout out to him.
Go support Deke. Whatever he's doing, go sign up for his Patreon. Go do whatever.
Exactly.
And then just come here and say hi to us. That's all I need. I just need a hi. I just need a little wave, a little hello.
Exactly.
But yeah, dude, shout out to everybody who was in the chat. The chat was bumping today. We're all vibing. Hey, Leagues Cup next week. Hopefully we'll be doing a Leagues Cup special next week, looking at all the group stages, doing all those fun things. See, Daniel, I could always count on you guys. What's up? Like, see, I love that. Look at that. I can't hide it. I love it. But yeah, hopefully we'll be doing a Leagues Cup special. Hopefully we'll have a special guest for that. Been on the channel before. We're gonna bring him in. And yeah, we'll see. We'll vibe. Are we doing anything for All Star? Should we live stream the All Star game and just laugh?
We should.
Maybe?
Actually, we should. Should we do the skills comp? That might actually be funny. That might be funny. We should.
Y'all trying to hang out for the skills comp? That might be fun.
Yeah, because they'll do like goalie wars and MLS penalties and all that. Yeah, we should.
Yeah. Like I said, man, we're always down to hang out. We're always down to vibe. You got something to say? You want to come on here and just hang out and be a bumbling idiot on the internet with us?
Oh, can we see
You're always welcome.
Gonzalo Piovi versus Kai Wagner? They just run at each other and to see who's the best defender on Sorare. That might be good.
That would be sick. That would be
corner taking competition.
Ooh, would be fun. But yeah, that's it for us today, y'all. Good luck this weekend. Hopefully this midweek was somewhat nice to you because it wasn't nice to me. And we'll see you Sunday for some shenanigans and then some Leagues Cup action next week. Woo! Yeah. So rare. You still have time. You still have time to make things right. You know what I'm talking about. You know.
Give us the competition.